No. You're tacky and I hate you. It's the most action I get in a day. Stop it! She just asked me to prom. So in response to Sienna's video, because I'm not going to make a separate response for that, those cookies look nasty. 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 In response to Emily's video, you can have those cookies. I don't want them. You get to see more in my room. It's pretty exciting. One of these days I'll give you a room tour. Today's not that day. I really like this hat. I don't regret buying this 5 years ago. Never worn it. I have a problem. Sometimes I think I ought to try to put a little effort in my appearance when I do these videos. And then I think, nah, effort means work. I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial. Ready? Watch. Oh, this is hard to do in the camera. Oh. That's attractive. How does that even look halfway decent? Am I attractive yet? Yeah, I've been thinking lately really hard about how women are viewed in the media. And I've been thinking that it's not very well. I mean, we hold women to such high standards. Standards that are, never going to be able to be achieved. You know? Have you seen that one gift set where it's Jennifer Lawrence and they, physically move her collarbones down? It's what? I really like this lip color. Since I put on this much makeup, I might as well do some more. I mean, this isn't gonna stop me. Wow, this is really hard to talk and do at the same time. Have you seen that one video? It's where a guy goes to a girl. He goes into drag. And he turns into a girl that's prettier than I am. I'm just kind of damn. He's really good, and then he goes a bit overboard with it, and I'm like, whoa, bro, you were pretty, now you're just now you're a bit ridiculous. Do I look cute now? Do I look like a doll? Joker! I got a new shirt. Look, it's Back to the Future. There's Marty McFly on my boob. Look at him. He's so surprised. I'm adorable. Someone out there should volunteer to take pictures of me. Because I'm adorable. No wonder that guy at church was checking me out on Sunday. Yeah, a guy checked me out on Sunday. Yeah. I brought my backpack up here to do homework. Knowledge. Oh, hello there. How are you? Sorry I didn't notice you before. I'm studying history. His story. Very interesting. Got a test coming up. Would you like to study with me? I'm flattered. Fun facts about history time. Okay, I'm just going to go through my history notes, tell you some fun facts, and that's going to be my video. World War I, they used poison gas, right? Hitler saw what it did to people, and he was like, whoa, bro, I'm not going to use that. That's too mean for war, bruh. We gotta have some humanity. This is coming from the guy who killed millions of Jews and gypsies and other non-desirables. Poison gas was only used 2 other times after that. Would you like to know by whom? It was used in 1935 when Italy invaded Ethiopia, and recently when Saddam Hussein used it. She wasn't specific on that. This is very reminiscent of the Great Depression in the theme of things. World War II started when he invaded Poland. You know, he was bent on world domination. And there's this little part of Poland called the Sudetenland, and he said there's a bunch of Aryans in the Sudetenland, and he's going to go in there and free them so it can be one big German empire. And the rest of the world was like, whoa, Hitler, whoa, chill, bro. You cannot go and invade other countries. We have things against this. Hitler's like, Bros, chill. I'm going to sign this treaty saying I'm just going to take the Sudetenland, and that's good. Well, you know, the next year, after he signed that treaty, he invaded the rest of Poland. And that started World War II. Food for the thought. You see, I made a reference to Doctor Who in my history notes. It's a poorly drawn, "Are you my mummy, boy?" Want to hear a funny story about people in my history class? Yeah, you do. So we're learning about World War II and the home front. And, you know, because all the men were gone, we needed workers. So we started employing women. And, you know, the biggest propaganda for women to start working was Rosie the Riveter. If you don't know who Rosie the Riveter is, I'm sorry. She's the, "we can do it." Yeah, it's a good arm right there. And, my teacher, she wrote on the board, "Women went to work, Rosie the Riveter," and she moved on. Because what else do you need to know? And the girls around me, I sit in the middle of a bunch of really stupid cheerleaders. Like, how are they in a college course? I don't know. And the girls around me were like, "Wait, who's Rosie the Riveter? What did she do?" So I turned around and I'm like, she wasn't a real person. She was more of a symbol, encouraging women to get to work, to do their part to fight the war. And they're like, eh. I swear, I'm going to die by stupidity from those cheerleaders. So, what else can I tell you about history? So, a lot of people, when they think of World War II, they think Holocaust. Not a lot of people connect that our big battles weren't fought in Europe, they were fought in the Pacific. And we had what was called the leapfrog strategy, where we were going to take all the islands in the Pacific. We were just going to take the important ones. So, that's how that worked. In World War I, they called PTSD shell-shocked. In 1923, a new president was elected. His name was Coolidge. One time, at a dinner party, one of Coolidge's friends said to him, "I bet you that you can't say less than 2 words this entire dinner." Coolidge looked at the man and said, "You lose." You see the illustrations in my notes? Like, I am an awesome note taker. From 1933 to 1945, FDR had a plan called the New Deal. FDR is often quoted saying, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." And a lot of people think this applies to war or something, when actually it applies to fear of spending, because people were too scared to put their money back in the stock market, so we couldn't have our economy go back up. FDR's reform plans were called alphabet soup. Here's why. They were all letters. Like the CCC, the PWA, the AAA, the FHA, the SEC, the TVA. Here's a funny story about Hitler. In 1936, the Olympics were held in Berlin. It was known as the Hitler Olympics. And this was one of the first times that we sent an African American in to compete for the U.S. His name was Jesse Owens. Hitler wanted to prove the superiority of the Aryan race by sweeping all the categories and getting all golds. Well, anyway, Jesse Owens thought otherwise. Jesse Owens won 4 gold medals. People called this Hitler's first defeat. Every time when Jesse Owens went up to accept his medal, Hitler just kind of turned the other way like the child he was. Oh, that's enough history. So I dare Emily and Sienna to sing Spring and Summer from Spring Awakening because they are both seasons, spring and summer. And in case you don't think this is a good enough threat, I double dog dare you.